Basketball fans, Akil coming to you from Toronto Metropolitan University's Jet Ice Lounge, where some of the biggest names in Canadian women's basketball have gotten together for the Soul to Soul event focused on health, wellness, and the arts. And of course, our cameras are here to catch it all. What was your intention for young ladies to take away from this event today?
It was honestly just to create a space where women felt like they belonged. They could have an honest and open discussion about, the struggles, but also the success and the journey that it's actually been to get to where they are. Oftentimes we feel like we're alone along this journey of life, but when you hear in this space that others are experiencing the exact same thing, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I can pick up my sister, my fellow individual women. It allows you to feel empowered as well as just inspired.
I hope that they leave here with the want to do more, the want to have a conversation with one other person. If we have 200 people in the room and 200 people touch 200 people and then they touch 200 more people, that is exponential growth. And that's all we can continue to ask for in this industry as women in sport, is to continue to grow, amplify our voices, and be advocates of one another.
The women that were sitting in this room, not only on the stage, but the opportunity to interact with other people and network right now, I hope that they take the idea that you can be anyone that you want to be, and that we're sitting in these roles from those connections and those people that we have met along the way, and hopefully they meet someone here tonight that will be that influence for them.
If you can see it, you can become it. And essentially, we're all not going to be able to be WNBA players, but working in a space where, you're close to basketball and making it and being successful in different positions, whether you're a medical therapist to the GM to a coach. Again, it's being in that space and realizing that, basketball has all been a part of our dreams. We're just working in different aspects of the game. For the men who showed up, super appreciative. They are allies to us. They are the ones, they hold certain positions, and so the idea of bringing them into the space is just to allow, or at least open doors for us. Essentially, sometimes you only need a foot in the door, and then we'll make it the rest of the way, but we just need that chance and that opportunity.
We can only continue to grow and get better together, and having multiple identities, multiple voices, multiple races in different rooms, it continues to diversify the thought and diversify the action that happens.
Now, with everyone super excited about hopefully one day Toronto getting a WNBA team, how important are events like this to lay that foundation and that trust within the corporate community of Canadians having women basketball fans?
An event like this speaks for itself. There are so many women in this room who are ready to have a WNBA team. They're ready to be a part of having a franchise here. And as a previous player, I grew up playing basketball. I dreamt of playing in the WNBA. It didn't happen. But being in this space and the fact that it's coming forward now, the possibility of having a team, is just amazing for the city of Toronto.
We need to show that Toronto, that Canada, that our basketball community, our sports community, our business communities are able to support these teams, and hopefully the league as well. Yes, we want one WNBA team, but that's only 12 athletes. We need a domestic league for women here in Canada, and I think small things and events like this, they'll lead up to those big momentous changes that we need to see in women athletics.
We're on court with 70 girl basketball players from the Greater Toronto area, and they're going to be participating in on-court drills as well as an art workshop where they're going to be decorating, painting, using markers to color sneakers, and that's by Mac House. I think everybody knows that the sneaker game right now is a huge part of basketball, so it's bringing two things that we love together and just making it fun for the kids today.
Soul to Soul is a perfect segue for these young women to see these dreams and these goals that are tangible and they are in front of them. It was tough for me to play basketball. My household, girls didn't play basketball. And so as much as I can, I use the sport to advance me educationally, socially, and it's just about growing the game at each and every level.
Research shows that girls who are involved in sport go on to be better in leader positions, or at least be able to expand in that way. But I think that this is no better way than to bring sport together and girls on the court.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the lineup. NBXL, 551 on Yonge Street. Best barbershop in the world. Best city in the world, Toronto. 2 weeks ago, trade deadline. I don't think we've ever seen that much movement in the middle of the season. Kevin Durant set the NBA on fire. Talk to me.
Almost 10% of the league got traded.
Almost 10%, eh?
Which is like a crazy number, right? It was wild. I think the Phoenix Suns are, I would call them the number 2 contender in the Western Conference now because I still like Denver Nuggets. I still like the cohesion of a team that's been built, and year by year they get a little bit better, year by year they get a little bit more seasoned. I still think it's hard to come in with 20 games left and build that foundation that's needed for a deep playoff run where things get ugly and you need to rely on somebody that you've relied on for months and months and months, not somebody you've relied on for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
true. Sure. But if I was a betting man, KD would be the guy to be able to fit in.
Yeah.
And for Phoenix to be able to get a player like KD and not have to give up Chris Paul, Booker, you still keep Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton stayed. Like
that's crazy to me, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So for you to have that cornerstone, you have that top 4, like it's insane what Phoenix could do. And I think
insane.
if there's any player that could make it work, it's KD once everybody keeps egos aside and, there's no issues.
You have KD, one of the best scorers in the game. You have Devin Booker that you have to mesh with. You also have Chris Paul, who's ball dominant everywhere he goes, right? But for me, the underlying issue there and the elephant in the room is them guys have to stay healthy, right? KD's obviously dealing with the knee injury now, but Chris Paul is broken down in a number of playoff series, right? So it's great on paper, it's sexy, it's cute, but do they have enough time together? Are they gonna be healthy enough, even with that limited time, to really get that cohesion that you're talking about and really ride off? But yeah, you look at that team, they're probably, top 2 contenders in the West right now.
So the Lakers had to make a move, right? They had to. LeBron was upset, whatever the case may be. And are we seeing playoff Lakers? Are we seeing contending Lakers team? What are we seeing?
I think they actually could be the biggest winner in this deadline here, this trade deadline, because you've gotten rid of everything you didn't need and you've picked up everything you do need. D'Angelo Russell is a big pickup, right? Scores the basketball, he's dynamic, he can play off the ball, he can play on the ball. Mo Bamba's coming in, and he's got to be excited about this situation because he's leaving an Orlando team that, they're rebuilding. They're going to have their growth period. You're going to get into a situation where, you're going to play some backup minutes, but you're also going to get a good sum of opportunity to play, given Anthony Davis' track record, right? He will probably be wrapped in some ice.
I do like what the Lakers did, and I feel that, as you said, they're going to be a matchup problem. And when it comes to, let's say they make the play-in, if it's win or go home, and everybody's healthy, these new guys are coming in, they're going to play their role, there's no real ego, they know it's LeBron's team, AD's a beast, once everybody's healthy, I don't know how you go against the Lakers right now.
Right. Where do you guys have the Mavs in the mix?
I don't know.
I gotta ask.
You gotta ask. It's tough though. I mean, Kyrie is a beast, right? But can that beast play alongside another beast in Doncic, who is on an MVP tear, right? It's gonna be tough to get these two egos to come together. But I feel that Kyrie is gonna want to make it work because he wants to prove. He's trying to play for that contract, right? He wants the max, he wants big money. So I feel like he's gonna have to kind of compromise some things that he may not have done in a different situation.
I was surprised that they made that move, to be honest. Like, I know they need another guy, but I don't know if you need that type of guy. But you can't not go after one of the top players in the NBA because, to win a championship, you need a top 10 guy, and you have maybe 2 top 10 guys now.
Right.
But listen, there's gonna be some pressure on that back line of defense. Because it doesn't matter what defense they're in, whether it's force right, force left, doors are gonna get blown up. Kyrie's not playing no defense. He's not committed, not saying he can't. He's not committed to that.
No.
Right? And Luka, it's just this, go. So, listen, it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be pretty on offense. It's gonna be nice to see those guys go from side to side and, handle the ball and some wizardry, but tell me what's going to happen on the other end.
They were a flawed team to begin with, and then they got rid of their best defender. And so then you brought in all this other stuff, potential other stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
What's the other stuff, Randy?
I'm just
He's got intel.
No, but the thing is, if Luka could make Brunson look as good as he did in Dallas.
But Brunson's good.
He is
This
good.
is what we
But
didn't
Kyrie,
realize. Like,
wouldn't you
Brunson's
say Kyrie's
actually
better? Would you say
legit.
Brunson is better than Kyrie?
If I had to choose one guy to be on my
Brunson.
team, I'd take Jalen Brunson.
100%.
Yeah, right.
100%.
It's just that with everything else
There's
you get
no
with,
way.
Jay,
But-
you are
but
nervous
there's
every
no
single
way.
day. You're looking out the window to see if Kyrie showed up.
Exactly. Yeah.
You see his car outside, Javon? Is he there?
Is he there?
Did he pull up? The game's in an hour.
Nah, he's not that bad. So are you picking Brunson over Kyrie as well?
Yes.
If you had, if you had,
At least I know.
Doncic,
Listen,
like,
okay. I think it's two different conversations. Kyrie is more talented.
Yeah.
But I need somebody to show up. Just show up.
Yeah.
I need you to show up, and I know what I'm going to get from you.
I'm taking Kyrie Irving if I'm at the Scarborough YMCA.
Wow,
And
that's where you.
we got an open run. We're gonna run for 2 hours, 9 to 11. We're gonna run the table because he's there.
But if you have a structured
Structured team, I'm taking Javon Shepherd.
I can't. No, I can't do it.
I feel like that was a little dig. I just want to make sure.
Well, you did call names.
I said I'm taking Javon Shepherd. Like, I know he's gonna be good for my culture.
I thought he was trying to reduce me for a second.
I put you.
No, I'm making sure.
I'm just Kyrie, but more like I would take. I'm just checking. I would take you. You're better for the culture.
Okay, so with all that being said, I need your picks for the Western Conference champions. We're documenting this.
Western Conference.
I'm going Denver Nuggets. I'm taking the Denver Nuggets. I like the cohesion that they've built.
For me, speaking of cohesion, I'm going Memphis. I like a team with edge. I like a team with grit.
It's a great pick.
With that vibe, I think that they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. Everybody else around them has made moves, and I feel like they're just going to come together, and that youthful energy will take them to the next level.
I feel like it's more, you like more the bodness from Memphis. I don't think it's the youthful energy.
I was trying to say youthful energy, but yeah, all right.
I think it's because they're out there trucking bodness.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Golden State Warriors.
Really?
What?
Yes.
Didn't Steph out?
We talk about Dallas, we talk about Utah, we talk about the Lakers. They don't even make it.
See me at the end. They're coming out the West.
Because you made that pick last year, and I was like, whoa.
But they got a championship pedigree.
Yeah, true.
They got a championship pedigree.
Something's wrong there, though.
Something's wrong
They
with
might not
everybody
make
right
the
now.
playoffs, Javon. Like,
Listen.
Steph needs to come back. For
Randy,
them.
we will see you guys in the West Finals.
Okay.
Wow.
Who you got?
I got Denver, man. I mean, I've been calling Denver for like the last 2 years. Jokic is putting up the same numbers, and everybody, like, I mean, this guy, I think they finished up 4th last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the Nuggets in the West.
So nobody said Phoenix. How?
Sorry?
Nobody said Phoenix.
Not a Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Not the size
Rising from the ashes? Rising from the ashes? No, I'm good. So when Ben's contract expires here, when it's up, does he go back home to the NBL? Or
You're so disrespectful.
I gotta throw out the question though. Or does he re-sign somewhere here in the NBA? NBL, NBA.
NBA. He's got to be.
Yeah, he says?
I think he's got to be in the NBA. I think he needs to find somebody or some people this summer to revamp from a ground up somehow. Like, he just
Call Nick Anderson, right?
call Nick Anderson. Just somebody that's just going to be, he's got to be rebuilt. Like, he's got to be rebuilt, and he has the tools, you know. And
he needs Dr. Phil. He needs. It's the mental, as you said.
Dr. Phil.
There's something that is just blocking him from becoming. Because to me, you can't make that large of a drop off without there being something tragic or traumatic that happened in his life. Right. And we don't know of any like personal deaths or whatever. So missing that wide open layup that he had and everybody coming down, it doesn't explain how this far of a drop-off happened.
NBA, NBL.
NBA.
Yeah?
NBA.
All right. I'll see you guys in 2 years.
NBL.
You know what? I'm gonna go NBL, man. I gotta go against the grain, man. Because, I mean, my thing
he's
is...
retiring if he goes to the NBL. Like,
My
he's
thing
not
is...
playing basketball.
Hi, and welcome to The Drop, the lifestyle sneaker show that gets you caught up on all the good stuff out now and coming soon. I'm your host, Joe, a.k.a. Joe's New Black. Time for some fun. Let's go. First up, if you caught the NBA All-Star Game, you got to see Jason Tatum's first signature shoe. Yes, the Tatum ones aren't dropping till April, but here's the lowdown. The shoes are wrapped by a ground contact foam that has an integrated traction pattern, a lightweight yet strong TPU frame. It also features an uncaged zoom airbag in the forefoot, a mesh knit upper, and padded ankle collar for comfort. The result? The lightest performance shoe the Jordan brand's got this season. Next up, we got the women's A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 12s. The shoes feature a premium suede and leather upper, upgraded quilted liners, and A Ma Maniére branding on the tongue, heel, and lace loops. The burgundy black colorway is dropping first on February 28th, with the burgundy white colorway dropping on March 2nd. Ambush and Nike are teaming up once again to drop these special Ambush Air Force One lows. The shoes feature a mostly monotone colorway, with one being mostly black and one being mostly off-white. We got Ambush branding on the tongue, heel, and insole, and once again the eye-catching exaggerated swoosh. LA-based streetwear brand Undefeated and Nike are set to drop these multicolored Air Force One lows. The shoes feature a patent leather upper with a multitude of colors, Undefeated branding on the insole and tongue, a lime green midsole, and neon green outsole. Fans of the beard will be happy. Adidas is set to drop 2 new colorways of the Adidas Harden Volume 7. While the upper is inspired by puffer jackets, the shoes feature a textile upper, a rubber outsole, and a hybrid boost and light strike midsole for cushioning. They're dropping in this black and silver makeup, and this red and black colorway. And finally, one of the most anticipated collabs is set to drop. Check out the Tiffany & Co. Nike Air Force One lows. The shoes are crafted with elevated touches like premium leather and luxury details like this sterling silver piece that adorns the heel. The shoe has a mostly black makeup with a contrasting swoosh in the infamous Tiffany blue. And that's it for this week's episode. So many kicks, so little time. We'll see you next time with more good stuff on The Drop. Thanks for watching.
It's representation of our history, the beauty of the struggle, of the bad in it, the good in it, everything that came with it, the makeup of who we are. Basically, it's our history. It's my history. It's part of our history. You know, it means everything to me. It's the base and the foundation of everything I am and who we are.
So the top guys in the sport at the time were in the dunk-off. You know, we had Jordan, we had Dominique, we had Vince, we had the top guys. Why haven't we seen a LeBron in the dunk-off? Why aren't we seeing John in the dunk-off?
I think it's a combination of things. One, to your point, them guys back in the day, they weren't making great money, right? So the bonus then was more of an incentive.
Yeah.
Secondly, it also was a way of gaining some notoriety, right? Now, these guys have social media. Like
bigger
they
platforms.
Don't need, they're already, you know, these superstar names and already have a brand for themselves that there's really not much incentive right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the in-game dunks are gonna get you just as much notoriety as your point is. So John Morant dunking over somebody and making a comment on social media about, well, you know, don't jump with me.
Yeah.
He's gonna get more play at the end of the year when they do the recaps than the guy who wins the dunk contest.
Yeah, and maybe the social media like vitriol makes you not want to do it, just in case you don't have a great showing. Right? Like, you know, I mean, I think John Morant's probably would rather just have a dunk over someone than do something without, you know, anybody around. It's like, it's not going to be the same.
The expectations are too high for the dunk contest, man. Like, what can you possibly do?
I like it. Can you still dunk?
Oh my, that's the cherry on the sundae. D. Brown, the no-look dunk.
Oh my goodness. A 50 for Spudweb and a deserved mark. That is out of sight.
And that sends everyone reeling. Julius Erving.
This kid has to jump off 2 feet also. instead of forwards. There you go. Oh, backwards instead of forwards. Oh!
From high above the rim. The perfect toss, the perfect timing, and look at he stay up, and throws it through with power. And the perfect score of 50.
Between the legs. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Good night, sweetheart.
I think he just went back to back.
That's a 50. I gotta see if he hit the backboard. That's a 50. Seriously, I gotta see if he hit the backboard.
Look at the NBA All-Stars, how they are reacting to it. They know.
In a basketball, if he hit the glass. Come on, KD, that's crazy. He hit the glass. But it was very glass. Tap and go.
I told you.
Tap and go.
I told you he's gonna win this easy. Look. 50. Wow.
Well, the crowd lets you know what they think of it. Now we will wait for the judges. Michael Jordan score 50. They gave him a 50. They gave Jordan a 50. He defends his championship.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Listen, it's time to go home, man.
Oh,
my God.
Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home.
All right, here is Vince Carter with his first stop.
Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home.
That is a reverse 360 going against the grain. That is unbelievable.
This building just exploded.
It means a lot, but also for me, I understand that celebrating Black excellence is not just about 1 month, and I feel like, we just got to continue to be there for each other, love each other, support each other, and I think that at the end of the day, as long as we do that, we'll be all right.
This guy flew in from, Ireland.
Ireland. Oh my goodness. That guy's playing harder than anyone on the floor. That's impressive.
Like I'm killing these fries right now.
I know, I'm going to say, you're going to take all of them?
Then you can do some oddball stuff. And the other guys are going, what are they doing?
I'm going to stay out of that, Jack.
I would hope they're live.
You are a man of the people.
I am.
Sherm, am I in trouble? Is my job in jeopardy? Yes, it is.